del sang. Rebro, Chino.
Chachi ko kimengi tuma dude. Isi akali kama dube. RP Uncle Ruge. Ila bado fame kifuruge. Tamani papa mina fanya sana. Stories zenu sisi kanyagi. Fanya rapper wanachona.
Filmmaking isn't always easy. In fact, sometimes it's very, very difficult. There's a few things you need to know here. Thing one is the green screen was a complete disaster. It's not the green screen's fault. It's because I don't have adequate lighting, because Channel 4 hasn't sent me adequate lighting. I can't properly key out the green in a green screen without adequate lighting. So I need more of that. Thing one, part two. Bad time of year. I'm not allowed to buy anything November through the holidays. It is an ironclad set of rules. There's no way around it. Thing two is that I find the news format to be way too limiting. And I want this to be whatever Kyle wants cast. Maybe it'll just be this episode. Maybe I'll go back to the news format. But for now, it's gonna be what I want. And it starts immediately. Looks nice outside, doesn't it? It's not. It is freezing cold outside. San Antonio is not the place you want to be right now if you want sunny, happy ocean and pool and lake waters. It is a matter of survival at this point. It's probably 20, 30 degrees in the pool. I've got my survival gear on. Let's see what happens next. Let's go right now, pool update. Jesse! Right now, one take, let's go, hurry. Go, 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 come on, go. So, do people really wear these glasses?
I have to leave, so you gotta go.
Come on.
I hope you fall in.
No, that's so rude. Look, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is the pool update. All right. There's a shark in there.
I really hope you fall in.
Okay.
Yes, I see.
Dang. All right. These are my good jeans, too.
You fall in there.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I did.
Is it wet in there? In that boat?
Yes, people really just need to pull this for me. I don't even have a paddle if I got stuck. All right, there's some water getting in here. The pool is a little bit cold. It's a lot bit cold. It's probably 20?
No, it's 50.
50. You can catch hypothermia at 50. All right, that's the pool update. There's not much you can do in the pool. And we in December?
Yes.
2020 is almost over. So there's not much you can do. We got the boat. It's kind of wet now. My jeans, I got my really good jeans. They're a little wet. We can wash those, right?
Yes.
Okay. What else can we do with the pool, Jesse?
That's about all. I just look at it.
We'll see what the kids come up with this afternoon. All right, that's it. Ben! Writing things down is very important. What's the best way to write something down? Nobody really knows, but there's definitely a best notepad. And today you're in luck because we're going to talk about how to make the very best notepads out there. There's two main types of notebook paper out there. That's going to be your wide rule and your college rule. Now, what's the difference? It's all about line spacing. Wide rule is going to be 8.7 millimeters between each line, whereas college rule, it's going to be 7.1 millimeters between each line. Now, what's the big deal with this? It's all about real estate. And for the case of these two varieties of paper, lack of it. Now, that's all good and well, but what's the solution? I'll tell you what the solution is. It's 4.22 millimeter technology. In order to show you how much better 4.22 millimeters is compared to 8.7, I've taken A Tale of Two Cities and placed as much of the text as I can on a front and back sheet of each one. For 8.7 millimeters, that equals 3,470 characters. Meanwhile, for 4.22 millimeter notepads, it's an astounding 19,235 characters. Now, those are just numbers, so let's visualize this. If you put it in a graph, it's complete dominance. Even better, let's put it in a video game. It's truly a knockout. And yes, that was an intended pun. Okay, Kyle, I'm sold. Where can I buy these? Unfortunately, you can't buy them anywhere. They're not sold in stores. The good news is, I'm going to teach you how to make them. Before you get started, there's some things you're going to need. Gotta have materials, chipboard, cardstock, paper, a glue stick, some staples. And for equipment, you gotta have a printer, paper cutter, a hammer, and a heavy duty stapler. The first thing you have to do is actually make the notepad header paper. I used Excel and just put a bunch of lines using VBA, but truly you can do this however you want. You have to print all the paper, and then next you wanna make your headers themselves. I just did this in PowerPoint, no big deal. My printer's always out of ink. I use gloves to get the paper out when it's the headers, don't want to smear the ink. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually printing lines on the back, and so in order to do that I had to flip the paper over and reprint. The lines are important because when you're cutting, you want to be able to cut right on the lines instead of having to measure it out each time. What you want to do is get all your paper together. I do batches of 40, and you want to put on a part of the chipboard to the header, and then I staple it down with my heavy duty stapler. I put 5 staples in. The problem is they're going to be poking out a bit, so what you want to do is actually use your hammer to make those flush. That way when you put your header on it, it won't poke through the paper. If you make any errors, you can always just use an X-Acto knife to shave off the ends. And then what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to make nice creases in my header, so I just kind of fold it over on a line, weight it down a bit, smooth it out, and once I do this I wait about 10 minutes. And then when it's done, it'll be nice and creased. And then I'm putting a bit of the chipboard over the actual paper, and I'm using a glue stick to put some glue on and then put the header on top of it. I want to weigh that down, wait about 10 more minutes for it to dry. Then I'm going to take that out and got to do the same to the back. So again, bust out the glue stick, put some glue in the back, fold it over, put the weight down, line everything up appropriately. Wait 10 minutes, pace back and forth, whatever you want to do there. And then once that's done, I'm going to take it out. And on this one, it actually wasn't completely down all the way. I didn't put enough glue. So if you make that error, what you can do is just get like a toothpick and put some glue underneath there. And you will have to weight it down again. And then after that, you're done. And now for the big reveal. Mike, these are for you, buddy. They'll be in your mailbox in about a week. Thing 3, I just love filmmaking. This is so much fun. Look at all this. I don't even know what half of this means. But what I do know is I'm gonna keep doing it.